Hello, Rodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. Well, there's not going to be much light for this, but this is you can't really see it. It's like a bird right there with some palm trees and some flowers, and I don't know what that is down there, but that's a puzzle that my grandchildren made for me. Now, I don't know, I think both of them made the puzzle. There's going to be at least probably three, or I don't know how many different puzzles are. There's what, 6 sides to a cube. So I don't know how many puzzles there are, but that's one of them. And that's the second one. That's number 3. I don't know how old the kids were when they made these. It's a GTG with a little cupcake and a little candle on top. GTG is Grandpa the Great. So this is something that I'm going to put in the box that I save the puzzle in. So we'll have that too. All right, I'll see you later. Hey, I'm Hello Rodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. I wasn't going to do this, so I'll just give you just a little bit of a tour. Not tour, but just getting the studio cleaned up a lot. I changed that thing right there was sticking out, and I made it flat. Actually, it opened up the room a lot to do it that way. And put that this bottle, which I paid another $77 to have it for a year. It fits perfect there, and they put the air bottle on top there. So if I don't use it this year, it's going back, you know. I mean, the only thing I really have to do is crank that thing up and make some stuff, and then I can, well, anyway, who knows what will happen. But anyway, I wanted to turn the lights off in here. I got 3 lights on. So I'm very conscientious about saving my saving things, as opposed to some people that would just not use it. I'm a very conservative person. So this is looking better. This is looking a lot better. So things are not nearly as stacked in. I had stuff stacked all over the place. I still do. I mean, a lot of people probably will look at this and say, man, you really didn't do that much, but actually I did. I've done a lot. But I wanted to go outside. Show you my showering off area. Probably you've seen it already. When I come back from my walks, just had a little shower here. I put the water here and keep the hose in there to collect the water there. And I can go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and put some water out there for the birds. Birds, I'm sure have plenty of water right now, but we'll just give them some more water anyway. The bucket's getting full. Come back from a long walk, the sun, take a nice cold shower. It's very invigorating, very invigorating. There's the shorts I use. Strip down, put on those, so I don't scare the neighbors. Hopefully the neighbors aren't around. And go ahead and take a little shower. Feels great. Put in 2.8 miles today, and tell you a little bit about my trip out today. Well, This happened yesterday. But you know that odor, whatever you want to call it, that you get from freshly mowed grass. Well, I got that today because the neighbor, this older lady, is riding lawnmower. Boom, 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 boom. She's out there mowing the front, all the easement from her fence. Basically, from the fence to the road is the easement. So she's out there mowing that, you know, to make it look nice and everything. And so she mowed that. Then she mowed her neighbors, and then she mowed at least one neighbor to the east, and then mowed the neighbor, my next door neighbor, then mowed mine. And you know, she didn't even bother asking, you know, because people do stuff because they think they're doing you a favor. You know, maybe they don't understand that. Well, maybe the neighbor likes the plants. It doesn't dawn on them that anybody would like those plants because they haven't been tamed. You know, they need to be mowed. If I wanted to live in freaking England, I'd move to England. People can't be satisfied with what they've got, you know. Those are the plants that are here. Maybe you should leave them alone. But no. So anyway, I go out for my walk, and there's the fresh odor of mowed lawn. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I have a lawnmower smell in my front yard. So my property down there. So I'm not going to say anything to the lady. I saw her mowing. I was on my walk. No, I was coming back from the mailbox, I think it was. I saw her and I just gave her a little wave and didn't even, just gave her a little hi, I'm your neighbor kind of vibe instead of going, oh gee, thanks for mowing my grass. Man, I don't even want to get involved in it. The mower is going full blast. You know, blah, 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 blah. No. I'm also fighting it out with the flies. I'm winning the battle, but the war, there's plenty of flies here. But it's all right. So anyway, then I go for my walk. And there's a dog up there. Big dog. Big freaking dog. And the dog should have gotten the message with me by now because the dog knows I'm not going to play games with the dog. But the dog decided it was going to even get more aggressive today. So the dog comes out, and here comes the owner, you know. And I've got my sunglasses off. I'm staring this freaking dog down. So the dog is understanding that, you know, you're going to be in a battle, buddy. This isn't going to be, I'm not here to patty cake with you. Now this dog, I already talked to, I was walking in this one particular neighbor who lives basically catty corner pretty much to this guy. It was right there. He's his neighbor. They're friends. Has two dogs inside of a big fence, and those dogs used to bark and everything. And after they, you know, got accustomed to me, I'd go over and visit with the dogs, you know, let them smell my hand and all that, you know. The dogs don't even hassle me anymore, you know. But there was an interesting thing. When I was talking to the guy with the big dog today, he says, oh, well, you're not wearing your vest today. I thought that's what it was. Well, I think dogs are colorblind. But the dogs across the street, one of them came and barked at me today. So maybe there is something about a vest or something that irritates dogs. I don't know. So I think I'm going to get two vests. I'm going to wear one as a skirt. I'm going to wear a vest and then a skirt vest. So I'm walking, and here comes the freaking dog. And this is like it looks kind of like it's got a Labrador Retriever in it. Well, it's a big dog. Big teeth. So the dog's on its property, and I've got my glasses off. I'm giving the dog the freaking stare down. Okay, buddy. Come and get it. You know. So I'm walking up the street. Well, I walk on that same street every day. 5 times is the most I've ever walked on that street that I can remember. 14 miles, I think it was. So it's not like I'm not known in the neighborhood by the dogs. The dogs next door used to give me a pain too, a German Shepherd and a little Yapper. And I would go over there and talk to them, you know, hey guys, what's going on? Then they start, then the other dog starts barking, then they start barking and come rushing out, you know, and I go, okay guys, you know me, enough's enough with the barking. They calm down, they just, take off, you know. But this dog doesn't get it. So the dog, and incidentally, the guy across the street that I told you about, with the other dogs, he said, because one day I was walking and here comes this dog again, and I'm talking to the guy at the fence. The dog comes and starts, and it was right there. And the guy says, you know, the dog really doesn't like you. And I said, yeah, well, I don't like the dog either, you know. So he was saying that dog, that he visits the guy. I mean, they're friends, and the dog still doesn't get the message sometimes that he's a friend. You know, it doesn't. The guy has to go, hey, remember me? I mean, what are you doing that for? You know me, kind of a thing. So I think there's something wrong with this dog. So I'm walking up the street. The dog has got the message on me, because the dog knows that if he gets out of the fence, he's going to get a rock. So the dog is barking as I'm walking. Long walk. Dog won't stop barking. So here comes the owner out. You know, I know the guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a nice guy. But I'm not putting up with that. I'm not putting up with that kind of stuff. So here comes the dog. You know, the dog. Come here. The dog is not paying any attention to this guy at all. None. Zero attention to the guy. And then so now as I'm walking up this little hill, the dog is going behind the trees and barking, and then it comes out, and then the guy finally gets over there to where the dog is, and I'm still walking. I'm giving the dog the freaking evil eye on, you know, you're getting the message, dog. So, but I'm just continuing my walk. So then here comes the guy, and he's telling the dog, come here. The dog won't pay any attention to him. Then the dog comes out and then sticks his neck through the fence. And there's only a 2-wire fence, so it's not like some sort of a fence that the dog can get out of. It only has 2 wires. So then I'm out there, and then as soon as I see that, I grab this rock, big rock, you know. So I got the rock ready because I'm waiting on the guy to see what he's going to do with the dog, you know. Let him do what he's going to do. So then the dog comes out, completely out of the fence onto the fucking easement, man. Fireballed it. It hit the dog like in the back, you know, back leg or something like that. Didn't do any damage to the dog. And then I told the guy, and then the dog, so now the dog's out, right? So now I'm there with my stick, fucking swinging at this fucking dog right there in front of this guy. I told the guy, I said, you know what, man, there's something wrong with your dog. And they had the dog, he's holding the dog and everything. I just fucking walked off, you know. So, you know, dogs are bad news. If that dog bites me, man, that guy's going to be in a world of hurt. He's going to be in a world of fucking hurt. I mean, you know, that dog, there's no fence. There's no fence. There's no signs. There's nothing. Just a man and his fucking dog. You know, it's like, oh man, it's too much. It's too much. The neighbor told me, he says, are you carrying a gun? I said, nah, I have a stick. He says, well, you know, if a dog gets out in the street, you can shoot him. I don't want to shoot a dog. I want a dog to get the message that the dog's not going to intimidate me. And I already intimidated that dog. That dog is cowed. I don't know what it's doing, pretending to be a big badass watchdog. That dog, one day I was walking and I saw the dog. I saw the dog before the dog saw me, and it was out of the yard, probably 200 yards away from the house, something like that. Quite a ways, maybe not that far, 100 yards. And I saw it up the road. So then, the dog sees me, way up the road, sees me and takes off the other direction. And then doubles back past me, going back towards his house because I had passed the house already. And then as soon as it gets to his house, it starts barking at me. Like, yeah. So that was my morning. 2.8 miles. Feel pretty good. Going to continue cleaning the house all weekend, and got to do something. Oh, there's some this right here. These are stars and these are stripes. So this little puzzle is going to be a flag. So that's the last one. And also my daughter sent me these. If anybody knows anything about these, I'll have to talk to her about it. Catching Fire, The Hunger Games, and Mockingbird, Mockingjay. So I don't know what that is, but I guess my daughter read them and likes them. She sent them to her dad. And that was my birthday present, I guess, for my little grandchildren and for my daughter. So, and I don't want anybody sending me some freaking lame-ass computer shit. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! I don't want that. You can't send me something. You can't send me something. You just keep your freaking happy birthdays to yourself. Internet world. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. You big fat baboon.